Good morning, happy, today is Wednesday. It's Wednesday after the Impressions Expo and my mic is not on. Please hold. I have a headache, so I need to make some coffee. Keena's on the phone with the hotel we stayed at because all my SD cards are missing. Meaning, I left them all in the hotel. Great job, Angela. A+. It's not like they're cheap or anything. It's like 8 or 9 SD cards. So that sucks. I did just order some more because I was trying to record a video today, which is this video. And luckily, because I don't put everything back where it belongs, I had this one in my backpack. At least there's that. That's the one positive of this whole thing. At least I still have an SD card. But yes, good morning. Today we have quite a few kid shirts to get done. But if you're new here, it sounds like somebody's using the restroom. If you're new here, my name's Angela. I have an embroidery business. Today is my kids' shirt day. We're a bit behind on orders, but the kids' shirts are due to ship today, so I'm gonna go ahead and get those knocked out early this morning. It's like 7:15 right now. That's the plan, but I have to make coffee because I have such a bad headache because I'm addicted to caffeine. I'm not even gonna lie. Hi, good morning. I was calling because my wife is so irresponsible that, and I packed everything, and I swore I packed it, but it must have been under, I have to show you guys so many pamphlets, so it must have been under one of those pamphlets. I'm glad it's nothing crazy on any of those. That'd be weird. Got all the footage because I only recorded one video, and this is the SD card that I happen to use, so luckily I have this. And I already uploaded the impressions video. If you haven't watched that video, I will go watch it. It was pretty good. I really liked the video. I think it turned out well. I'm interviewing some companies that you may not have heard of, but have good quality products at that show. So check that out if you haven't. But in terms of my business, I have a kids custom embroidery business, so kids' names, birthday shirts, stuff like that. But then I also have an adults brand, which is Angela Jasmina, which is me. I just do things I feel like making for adults. So if I think I have an idea and it pops up in my head, I make it, list it. Sometimes it sells. 57% of the time it doesn't sell. It just sits there, but sometimes it works out. Website is angelajasmina.com. And if you're into bling, I also do wholesale bling transfers as well. And those are custom, they're all custom, but you could choose your own word and stuff. I feel like I'm talking too much. I'm gonna shut up and y'all see me in the embroidery room after I get some caffeine on this 7 a.m. morning. All right, we made it back to the embroidery room. Here's some of the orders that Janelle pulled for me yesterday. They have to ship today. There's a few more that did come in that I do need to print. The printers, y'all know my luck with printers. I'm the printer graveyard, I think. So whenever it decides to finally print, I'll pull the rest of the orders. But I don't like working on this table. It's messy with all these hoops. So let me clean these hoops up because these are all the 8x13, which I use for all the adult items. But since I'm doing kids, I use the 8x9. So I'm gonna switch them all out just so that what I need is on the table. You go ahead and get all these 10 million, billion, trillion hoops off this table. So Mighty Hoops 8x9. To get free shipping, use code KIDSCUSTOM to check out. There's a link down below. And then the backing holders they're necessary for me and the way I run my business. Now I need to find the stabilizer, which is no-show poly mesh. If I can't find it, I'll just use the cutaway stabilizer that I normally use. There's not much left. This is it. I hope this is enough for today, but if it's not, we'll just use the other kind. Turn the machines on. These are the Melco EMT 16X embroidery machines on this side. But I do have to switch all the hoops out to kids hoops because they're all on adults. So I try to do kids on a specific day, or at least have a designated machine for kids stuff. They're gonna do a little song and dance. Turn on the Summit. The Summit is the touchscreen machine. I only have one of that one. If I could switch all mine out to the Summit, I would, but I can't. I do gotta design all the names because these are pretty much all name shirts. Monogram names, so they want light blue thread. Okay. I use Embroidery Essentials to design all my names, all font. So I'm gonna go ahead and get in the software and start designing. I'll show you guys that. There's a link down below to Embroidery Essentials. It's super easy. At least when I got it, it was $179. And it's a one-time price. You don't gotta pay over and over again. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, this is the Embroidery Essentials software. I have a lot of shirts I have to design with this color scheme. So this is the Art Appley font. It's called Art Satin Flowers. And let me guess, I could just show you to get it rainbow. You just have to like go and select each color and it changes it, if you see. So the first name is Margaret. And you have to move all the fonts together. These are BX fonts, so like with other fonts in other software, you would have to drag and drop each letter into the software, but because these are native BX fonts, then you can just type the name out. It's a big difference, because dragging and dropping, no, I would pass. But if you have to, you have to. But been there, done that, don't want to do it anymore. Selecting here, I gotta change this one to hot pink. So if I click on palettes versus thread, palettes is the colors that are already in your design. Next is orange, and then next is yellow. Okay, Margaret. Hold on, it might be too big actually. That is too big for a kid's shirt. I gotta do it all over again. Ha 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 ha. So I'm just command clicking. That's because I have a Mac. But this software does work for PC and MacBook. File, save stitch file as Margaret. Alright. That's not Presley, that's Preslet. Have I spelled things wrong before? Definitely. Multiple times. More than I like to admit. It happens. People spell their children's names in all types of ways that you would have never imagined. And, you know, you just think it's another way, but it's not. Like Roxy, they could have switched the E and the I, and you would have been like, what? My brain automatically changed it. See, now this is gonna drive me crazy. The O and the X not touching, but Roxy. Alright, that's it for one Etsy shop of orders. See y'all on the embroidery side. Alright, so to change out the hoops, I gotta unscrew these and then move them in closer so that I can put the smaller hoops on. Alright, so I think I'm gonna start with the donut shirt, which is a 2T white shirt with the name Georgie. So this is a AJ Blank shirt, so it's a girl's puff sleeve. You can see the little sleeves. ajblanks.com. Ow. This is the 8x9 mighty hoop that I use for kids items. This design, I am gonna use a thicker medium weight cutaway stabilizer. All the supplies I use are linked down below. And then I need the 8x9 backing holder. The other question you guys had was about the cutting mat. The cutting mat is from Amazon. I got it 3 years ago. It's reversible, so it was pink on the other side. All right, have it hooped. There's a little wrinkle in it, so I'm gonna pull that from the bottom, just so that the wrinkle disappears. And now we're gonna put it on the machine. Have the design on the flash drive, or you can have it on the network, but name is Georgie. Click it, tells you it's 50,000 stitches. Wrong hoop, because I did a sleeve on this last. So I'll just select the mighty hoop section, and then 8x9. These are all the mighty hoops I have. I hid all the other ones. On the design all the way at the top, and now I gotta change the colors. You can't even see any of that. But I was matching up the colors. The top and bottom has to be the same. So like this, the bottom is lavender. That's the color it's supposed to be. But you see right now it's currently selected as 9, but I need to make it lavender. So I just hit the number 2 and you see it changed it. So it also highlights like what, I don't know if you see it glowing, to show you what piece it's on so that you know you're changing the correct color. And yeah, that's it. This is like their tension is here. So there's no tension knob on this machine. So it's at a 5, it's fine for a kid shirt. Right now it's at 850. Usually when my kids are 1,050 though. And we will push start. And as I say, I always start with the names because it's most likely to mess up a name. Now let's go hoop some more. We will do the baby gown next. This is the 5.5-inch mighty hoop, and this is a light blue unisex baby gown from AJ Blanks. It does have the zipper that goes all the way down the side. So, but this one is just a name right here. So that, and then they also got the hat to go with it. Nothing's getting embroidered on the hat. It's just a nice upsell. And we cut the stabilizer. And then the 5.5-inch backing holder. I like using the poly mesh. It's just thinner, especially for the baby stuff. And this is just a very simple name. So the stabilizer doesn't have to be crazy thick. It's just a thin stitching name. All right, and then I put my designs all the way at the top, so it'll probably start stitching about right here. None of my machines have light blue on them. That's just how my life always ends up looking out. But like choosing which light blue is difficult because I want it to look good. I'd probably choose, ooh, this is a hard decision. Which blue would you choose? They chose light blue.
Oh, I would do that one.
All right, color change is done. Show you what this is looking like so far. It is showing you what it's embroidering right now, how much time is left. Now, this is how I use, oh, I don't have a mouse here. Where's my mouse? Somebody stole my mouse. Cecilia! Which machine is this? Pamela. So I would click on Pamela. It's the wrong hoop size. 8x9. File, load design, Sutton. Actually, I choose 5x5 for this one. And then I need to rotate the name, which is that F button. I'm just gonna center it, just to make sure it's centered in the hoop. Just not having a mouse thing isn't working out for me. All right, so I moved it to the center. Now I'm just gonna move it all the way up. And then color-wise, what color was this? Number 3. Then you come to the machine, use this hoop and up button, and then you see it moves it up. Let me check the bobbin to make sure it is white. It is white. And now we just hit start. Now what are we gonna make next? We'll start one of the rainbow kid shirts. Roxy is aqua. This one's gonna go on the brother machine. These are the designs, sorry, I should move you down, that I normally put on my brother. Stuff that is super simple because the brother does take a long time to embroider. So I try to give it just simple, easy jobs that aren't like long stitches. This is the Aqua AJ Blanks girl shirt. Let's get it on the machine. So I need to get like the tubular hoop support, which goes like around here to hold up the mighty hoops because the mighty hoops are heavy. My machine always tells me change hoop size because it's too small, but it's not true. But because it's so heavy, over time, it's like weighed these down, and this is like based on a sensor, so it'll automatically tell me that. Hello, turn on. Update on this one. That's what it's looking like. And Sutton is almost finished. This one is Roxy, I think. Takes a minute for the designs to load. And I just gotta go like, guesstimate how far down to go. Roxy. Move it like almost all the way to the top. Then I gotta change the colors here. Hot pink is number 5. Green 1, lavender 2, yellow 3. Okay, that's correct. So, and that's gonna be embroidering on here. Now we gotta start the next one. Like you see, it takes a lot longer, but stitch quality is great on this machine. Another update since I'm coming past through again. Next one is going to be probably Flora because it is going on the milk. Oh, this is our ruffle bum bubble, so it has ruffles on the butt. It's a romper. We're restocking the whites. We'll have some more coming in like around April 24th, 25th-ish. So we do still have some, just certain sizes we are sold out. Flora with purple thread. All right, Sutton is finished. It's hooped. Let's get it on the machine. So on the same machine. Update since we're passing. Another update. Still on the R, but it's cool. Quality A+. It says 8 minutes. We'll really see about that. See the speed difference. The next one, coffee is next. Floor is already almost done. And this one is only on the X. But quality's great. And another update on Georgie. And you see it tells you like how much time is left. It shows you, so you have to click on the screen. All right, Presley is starting. And Flora is finished. It fell, guys. All right, we got 2 items finished. The third is actually finished too. I'm just moving slowly right now. Roxy is done. Georgie's almost finished. Here's Roxy. Roxy's done. But Roxy needs a matching sister shirt. I like to do like the same shirt on the same machines. If they have like 2, that way the stitch quality is exactly the same. 5T White Franny. If you want any information on any of the machines that I used today, there is a link down below, or you can call Melco and mention Angela and you will get the best deals on an embroidery machine. That one's almost finished though. I hate when my machines beat me. I try to keep them all running. All right, let's go. Franny. All right, so these Roxy, Franny, and Georgie are almost done. We still have 2 Presleys. We have a Liam Bennett I didn't design, and a Charlotte. All right, so this one is finished. Georgie, the donut. It's done. So we can do Charlotte. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them down below. Embroidery questions, embroidery business questions, just getting started in embroidery. Anything or any video idea you have, something you want me to talk about, touch on, just want my opinion on. 4T Pink Charlotte. Now we need to do Charlotte. C-H-A. The search feature I really like. Here's Charlotte. Oh, that's a cute color combo, but that's not my color combo now. On my way back, Presley's done, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the next Presley on. The next Presley has been started, and I also started Charlotte, so that's going here. And Franny is finished. All right, I got a quick call with the leasing office for this warehouse to see what we're gonna do, what prices they can give. They gave us prices, and then I responded, and I was like, when do I need to let you know if we're gonna decide to renew or not? And she responded right away, hey, Angela, are you thinking about not renewing? And I didn't respond right away. And then she sent me another email. We could do better on the pricing. Can we talk tomorrow? Yes, of course we can talk tomorrow if we can do better on the pricing, because the pricing went up a significant amount, and I'm just like, because they wanted us to do 5-year lease, and I don't want to do another 5-year lease, so we'll see what they say. But let me go. I have 2 minutes. I have the last Presley is just finished 5 seconds ago, so that's the last Presley. And then I just started Oakland. This lame just looks so beautiful. So Oakland is starting, and then Cora Ann just finished. So there's Cora Ann. So, I mean, it's been about less than an hour since we started, but let me go, and I'll see y'all in a minute. All right, so finished the call, had to send over floor plan, because if I'm going to be extending my lease, I would like a wall broken down and like a bigger door, that way I can get my machines in and out of, machinery in general. Oakland's done. So I emailed that. Also for the loading dock entrance door, I need that made bigger, because there's certain machinery I can't get through that door. And to be here, I'm gonna be here for another 3 years. I just buy stuff, and when it don't fit through the door, it just makes things more difficult than it needs to be. So see how much they're gonna charge for that. My front room will be made bigger. That sweat room will move somewhere else into one of the other rooms. Need to get rid of my DTG printer and the pre-treat machine, all that. Probably put on Facebook Marketplace for pretty cheap just to get rid of it. That's the plan. We'll see what they say. Hopefully they don't say 10 million billion trillion dollars, but it's gonna be 10 billion trillion dollars just because it's their construction team, and they said maybe they can do it like after hours, maybe on a weekend or something like that. Ideally, if we were to get this done, preferably during the summer, because once fall hits, we are so busy here and I can't be down because we're not allowed to be in here while they're demoing. Just remember, I wanted these ugly, dumb cubicles taken out, and before, because I need to move in so quickly, I didn't have enough time to do it, but these cubicles are just taking up space, because that could be like, if I ever got more embroidery machines, I would need this wall here, and that could be like the packing and shipping area back there. But right now, like my desk used to be over there. Listen, it's a mess. But that is so much wall space that is just taken up, and there's like electrical outlets over there, so like it would work better. You know, there's no outlets on this wall at all. I don't know why, but there isn't. Break those down as well. We'll see though. Hopefully it don't say $10 billion. But feeling good. Kids stuff, kids orders just picked up crazily, and they're just so fun to make. And I think that's what's been missing in my life. Since I got sick, I couldn't do embroidery anymore, and so Keenan couldn't do kids stuff. It wasn't his thing, so the adult stuff took over. But now that I'm feeling better and my hands and everything is not in pain anymore, I can get back to what I like to do, and hopefully I'll be able to go back live again and stuff. So that's the plan. For now, let me get these last, I think it's just 2 more shirts left, and then we'll be done. And they're both the name shirts, Margaret and Hope. Oh, there's still also a Jesus is King kid shirt, which it's the first time it's sold. I listed that like 6 months ago, thinking it was gonna sell crazy, and didn't sell. And I was like, what? My adult ones sell so well. Nope, nothing, not one sale. Now, 6 months later, I got my first sale, and I'll take it. I will take it. It's like sometimes your ideas are just too good for the times. You're just ahead of the times. So. Let me get this on the machine. All right, while these are finishing embroidering, I have the last one, which is gonna be Hope. Like I said, for the doubles, I like to put them on the same exact machine. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the back of each one, like cut the stabilizer, trim some threads. They do get tender touched, and I'm gonna teach Janelle how to tender touch because she hasn't done that before. So when I cut my stabilizer, I cut as close as I can to the letters without cutting the shirt. Let's see, now I feel like I'm gonna cut the shirt. But I cut it for a second. This is a lot harder than it should be because I am trying to get it on camera, but I'm failing miserably at that part. And then I trim the little threads. Alright, so this one's cut. The threads will be covered by tender touch, so I don't find it necessary to get each and every thread, but if there's like an obnoxiously long thread, then I try to cut it. All right, so all the shirts have been cut. All the tender touch pieces have been cut so that Janelle can just heat press them. So you heat press them 325 degrees for 5 seconds. Can't remember what it was, 310, 300. Either of those will work for like 5-10 seconds. So Janelle will do these, and yeah, it's pretty much it. All right, here are the shirts finished. I just have to package them up, but I did want to show you guys all we got done today. And then I do still have this one, Flora, and the Sutton one. So I gotta cut this thread off. So, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Consider hitting the red subscribe button. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.